Hi, you guys. Gerald Johnson, Ride the Wind. Took me quite a while to get, because I haven't done videos in so long. Stress, stress. Um, Had to kind of pump myself into doing this. It's weird how we get back in the habit. Wanted to come to you with some final facts. I forget what I was saying in the last one, but I should probably check that. But the issue that we have, the black holes came out last week. That was released last week. It goes by the Great Circle, but there's actually three. Okay, the other two will come along shortly. They've mentioned the one that's attached to Gaia HB, whatever it is. There's two Gaias, and there's Cygnus X1, right? Cygnus X1 is actually Omicron Cygni that blew up and created that black hole. And that's what does this, is collapsing stars. Omicrons are stars, the 15th star in a constellation, if you've taken the time to look it up. Now, in most cases, that 15th star is the sun, 500,000 times the size of our sun. Okay? So, I'm going to slip off here. No, I'm not going to slip off yet. So, in the north, we got three different black holes. We got the two Gaias, and we got Cygnus X1. Strangely, also, coincidentally, created by collapsing Omicrons. However long ago, trillions of years. But these things aren't far off. 20,000 light years is really, really close. One of them, they can't even calculate the size. As I was saying, there's a hole out there, and it's bigger than human definition allows one to describe it as. There was no words for it. Posted video on my Facebook of these things. I've shown you the domes for years on Instagram and Facebook, and I was like, I'll see the shadow in front of me, so I know the sun's behind me. And I've been seeing for years this glow in the east, the southeast, this weird bluish green gold, gamma. And we're not talking one Omicron here. Last month, 4 blue. Remember the sun freaked out about 4 times? Okay, 4 blue. I think it was Sagittarius. And I'm not even going to guess. Just can't believe the reports. Before Omicrons went kilonova. They didn't go supernova. They went kilonova. Super boom. Light years away, so 4 or 5 days later, what was happening? And this is again cause and effect. That power hit our sun, hit our magnetosphere, hit our solar system. We got a damaged magnetosphere weakening at 8 times its current normal, or the normal rate. It's got a crack in it. That's what all the pretty colors are in the sky. Now I kind of remember what I was saying in the last bit. Those colors aren't pretty. They denote radiation. They denote gamma, and they denote cosmic rays penetrating our magnetosphere. Cosmic rays are radiation. That's on top of the UV. Now take the UV also, since we got about 3 suns out there, which is already hitting extreme, times that by 3. Times that by 3. You're looking at 24 to a 30 UV level that's going to be out there. Those suns are out there. I don't care, Omicrons. I don't care how well they hide them. I've seen them. I know they're there. Now back to the black holes, which have photographic evidence, and you can see these things also. I was driving down the road, headed right into the southeast. You got to remember everything's tilted too. It should be north-south, but it's not. Southeast, northwest. But I'm driving down the road, and I can see the circles in the sky. I literally pulled over and took pictures and could see them with my eyes. Now, a lot of these objects are in the spectral realm, and I think I've said this, so you can't see them, but the camera picks them up because they act as cheap-ass spectrometers. But the older ones act really, really well at doing this. The newer phones have some type of filter on them that doesn't allow those colors to come through, or the brightness, the luminosity that our planet is really lit in. I posted a video the other day of the blue flashing on Instagram. I mean, unreal. Those are gamma ray bursts, people. They're stellar cores. They're cosmic rays. They're not good for us. So, you got 3 in the north. I'm setting up the battle of the gods now. And I've always talked about this, and I think it's got something to do with good and evil. I'm pretty damn sure I'm right. So in the northwest, you've got Orion. Okay? Now, out of Orion, you got the Wormwood Star, but you've also got the Hopi have them, or not Hopi, the Navajo have them written on cave walls, and it's two like domes, right? And there's one in the circle. How'd they know that? So, anyway, what this thing can also be defined as is a Mobius tunnel. Now, a Mobius tunnel is different than a black hole. A Mobius tunnel will take you to parallel universes. A person I saw doing this report all of a sudden threw in Looking Glass. Anybody aware of what that is? Look it up. It's a time machine that they use, and it sees into the future. It consists of 4 Sumerian cylinders, and you know where they got those? Pentagon has reports on what this thing could do. Deep State saw this whole event coming years and years ago, put in all type of quantum equations, yada, yada, yada. Couldn't get around it, but they called the event. They didn't say it was celestial, right? This is Yellow Cube Endgame. Endgame, Yellow Cube. So anyway, they punched in a bunch of quantum numbers, just couldn't change the reality. And the channel that had this on, he was really cool. He's gone, so I'm not really going to say what their plan was or what they were going to do, but it's really close to what they're doing right now. Okay? So, let me see, where am I at now? Oh, another report is 30 newly discovered. I've been showing fields for years also, these black dots all over the sky, and say there's debris fields out there. We got issues, and there's C-19s, which are asteroids and comets, blah, 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 blah. Now, you see how this is all adding up? Okay. Anyway, 30 newly discovered comets. More discovered in the last month or so than since 1859. But I skipped something in the north. You've got the 3 circles, the 3 black holes. Ominous. You want to see it? There's vids on my Instagram of it. There's pics on my Facebook. That's Darryl Lynn Johnson, Darryl Lynn Johnson. My Instagram is lowercase Darryl Johnson 26, one string. But on the other side of the sky, the southeast side of the sky, where they catch the 2 suns, the 3 suns, the glow at night, the southern glow at night, Andromeda, you guys, in our backyard. Figure that one out, or we're actually colliding with it. But that's another video. So, what's over there is what's in the news, and I can't understand why people aren't adding it up. It's called Coronae Borealis, and it's finna go kilonova, opposite sides of the sky. Getting what I'm saying? So to me, what I've been trying to say for years has finally lined itself up. It's right there. It's in the news. There's proof. They're calling it Coronae. The real name is Coronae Borealis in the Corona constellation. Actually, it's Omicron Coronae Borealis in the Corona constellation in the Andromeda Galaxy. 500,000 times the size of the sun. Now, think of this. What happens when a nova in the southeast sky, opposite the black holes, goes kilonova against black holes in a possible Mobius tunnel? What happens when a nova meets a black hole? That's what I'm finna to study, because that's kind of what we need to understand. I would imagine it's not good. And yeah, so there we are on that. That's the truth. And also I saw, which is really cool, if you want some really parenthetical evidence, if you believe this guy all your life, Neil Geisen put out a video on the 2 eclipses that were going on at the same time. I hope you've seen the vids. I hope you've seen the big blue thing I'm showing all the time that was behind the sun, and then a simulator comes in front of the sun, and yeah, and everybody with their dummy glasses on. Right, miss that whole deal. The Great Awakening, you know, and people are walking around like they're awake. If you did not catch that part, if you did not feel something was going to go wrong in that eclipse, and you did not feel, there's still hope for you. If you did not feel that something was absolutely wrong while it was going on, man, these are the people that are talking they got awakened, and they have no idea the thing was fake. That's where we're at. I'm surrounded by these clowns, you know? But anyway, geez, let me see. So in their places, I said that. Channels you follow, be careful about that. Everybody's out there lying. There's no reason they can't put this out. And the reason they're not putting this out is they don't want to lose their money. And if you're Moral Fabric, which I ain't asked for a dime yet, 10 years I haven't asked for a dime. Because I think that might change. But I think giving people information that may save their lives, I've never felt right about charging. But I put in a lot of work, and we need equipment, and we're going to talk about that later. Let me see. I can't even read my. The human construct of floating away. The floating away. The ascension. The Palladians are coming. This and that. You guys, those are human constructs to make us feel bad, make it or lull us into a false sense of security about a living hell that is approaching Earth. That's it. That's it. Rapture. If you say you know Scripture, you don't know Scripture, because you need to read Timothy, because he says no one floats out. We all go through this together, and then we go home. And why would anybody think that they have the special privilege of floating out of this crap show and leaving us all behind? What would make these people even think that they're better, that they're going to just float away? And we all created this mess. We are all part of what's going on, and the evil exists within all of us. And until we admit that too, we don't step any further either. Point the finger thing don't work. We've all got it in us. It's acknowledging it and understanding it and coming to some kind of unification. But these people, and they got like 30, 60,000 followers, and it's like they're believing this crap. And if you listen to these ascension people, they don't talk about God once. You get me? Be really careful who you're listening to. I'm really not listening to anyone right now, because it's like when I watch some YouTube channels, I feel like shit. I get up in the morning, check out the country sinking, check out the current magnetic reports and whatever, and just a babbling bunch of people that also have no clue. This terminology is straightforward. I have proved it. I've cited my data. And I don't get it. And I think on the religion thing, I think it's individual relationships. And we're being pushed. These people are pushing, that he spoke to me last night and he told me to tell you this. And I'm big on this. I'm sorry, you guys, because it's going to get people killed. I spoke to him last night. He told me to tell you this and blah, 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 blah. Man, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. If you did, your head would pop. We go through trial and fire to learn what we've learned. You guys' awareness, and I know this for sure, comes from trauma, comes from maybe physical abuse, comes from some type of destructive background that hurt you, but at the same time awokened you. We've all been through hell, and there's very few of us. And something about that awakens a person. When you've been bitch slapped 3 or 4 freaking times, I mean hard, you start to wake up. So much respect on that, and I know how hard it is too, but this is my last part here. Yeah, it's an individual thing, and here we've got these people just pushing, which obviously didn't work out. Okay, it didn't work out. It didn't work. That didn't work. Look where we are. Now you blame it on a lot of things. That book. Wouldn't it say all the different religions? I thought of this, have all them guys in the room, guys and gals, different religions, being able to speak, being able to debate like human beings, without stacking bodies. Wouldn't that be a sight? That book stands upon trillions of skulls, you guys. He said, find the truth. He didn't say it was in any books. He did not. You got to work for those truths. But anyway, I'm running long. I thank you for listening to me. I hope I've been informative. Next one, I should be better. I'll do notes out and stuff. All right. But the part is, what's coming next? Be aware. Be safe. Love y'all. Help others.